I just got this together. Not saying it's perfect yet, and I only want to play it for so long before I put it back up. But I literally just got the strings still stretching out. I did not ground to the bridge this time, and I think it changed the sound. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ground both the outputs to the bridge. And I did put the Super 2 in there, you know, and that's obviously a Hot Rails Fratelli bridge. Oh, you know what I did? This is Seymour, and I reversed the wiring, that's why. I get a loss of noise when I touch the pickup, and that I get a little bit of a jump. But it turned out pretty nice, man. I can't really see what I'm doing when I do this. I'm just kind of hoping that it gets, you know. Kind of came out pretty nice. Been working hard. What took the longest time was the bridge, and the screws actually stick up a little bit, but when I put a brass shim under there, which looks really good and works really good, I didn't, you know, I didn't take into account that they would be over those screws, and those screws are up a little bit, so I ground the screws down a little bit. But yeah, I did wire this backwards, and I was thinking, no, it's the way this is, because that's DiMarzio, and no, it's not. So sounds pretty good though. So I think what I might do is I might put a piezo in here and make the piezo the ground. And I guess run one side to the negative there and one side to the negative there. I don't know, man. That's the thing, is I don't really know what I'm doing. I just there was a little bit of a mark right where I had the bridge pieces, so I just put them right back. And I think, you know, I almost think that I didn't really gain that much with the shim, because I had to sand this down a whole bunch, which I don't know how this is coming through, but there's still a little bit of paraffin wax on the surface here, which kind of shows up. The back actually looks a little bit better than the front. Yeah, I did absolutely no messing with any of this stuff. Like, I basically raised the bridge piece up here, and then I matched it all the way down. I did this one a little bit. I got a little bit more of a bend in the neck this time, so I put as much oomph on the truss rod as I could. Plays perfectly. get it. The amp does that, man. I was gonna change it around, but yeah, I don't know why it does that every once in a while, but it does. So I guess fuck it. Almost all the way. Got the Blues Junior going. Lot of noise. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drum this, it's why. Cleaner sound? Something other than a solo sound? know what? I really like this, and I might not have any regrets except for maybe reversing the wiring, because that neck pickup sounded really, really good the way it was wired. And I think it is the difference between DiMarzio now and Seymour Duncan is DiMarzio, it's the red and the white that pair together, and it's the black that's the hot. And I think in Seymour Duncan, it's the white and the black that are paired together, and it's the red that is the hot. But I mean, that might be just being outshined by the other pickup. Just turn it all the way down. It's a much smaller amp. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and basically just do a ground of the bridge, which will be easy, won't take too much time. All right.